is what his team's saying. He's going to do what he's going to do. He's going to do what he promised to do on the campaign trail. It's his lifelong aspiration.
What would you do differently, Donald?
I'd make our allies, forgetting about the enemies you can't talk to so easily, I'd make our allies pay their fair share. We're a debtor nation. Something's going to happen over the next number of years with this country, because you can't keep going on losing $200 billion, and yet we let Japan come in and dump everything right into our markets and everything. It's not free trade. If you ever go to Japan right now and try to sell something, forget about it, Oprah. Just forget about it. It's almost impossible. They don't have laws against it. They just make it impossible. They come over here, they sell their cars, their VCRs, they knock the hell out of our companies. And hey, I have tremendous respect for the Japanese people. I mean, you can respect somebody that's beating the hell out of you, but they are beating the hell out of this country.
Behind the scenes, the president's been pounding the fact that the world's been ripping us off for 40 years. 47 means business. And the last one to negotiate loses. China, in a big huff, retaliated and jacked up tariffs on us. Trump says, quote, China played it wrong. They panicked. The one thing they cannot afford to do. How many things in China say made in America? And how many things here say made in China? Now do you get it?
Nobody was crying these crocodile tears when they were closing the Mound Road engine plant that Chrysler had in Macomb County, or the Romeo engine plant in Romeo, Michigan in Macomb County. But all of a sudden, now that we're trying to bring these products back, these components and these vehicles back to the United States, all of a sudden, all the so-called experts are saying it's going to plunge us into recession and be terrible for the economy.
Barack said he didn't have a magic wand to bring jobs back. Well, Trump just waved his wand around, and 228,000 jobs appeared in March.
We blew it out of the water. Even all the economists that looked at this thought we were going to have a depressed jobs report, and we didn't. So that's a testament to the president, the economic output that he is doing.
Tariffs are bringing oil prices down. That'll lower inflation. Mortgage rates just fell below 6%. The Secretary of State says sit back and relax.
I don't think it's fair to say economies are crashing. Markets are crashing because markets are based on the stock value of companies who today are embedded in modes of production that are bad for the United States. We can't continue to be a country that doesn't make things. We have to be able to make things to provide jobs for Americans. That's it. It's that simple.
It's funny. You know who used to agree with Trump on tariffs? Biden's old boss.
We had a tire case in which they were flooding us with cheap domestic tires. Or cheap Chinese tires. And we put a stop to it. And as a consequence, saved jobs throughout America. Now, I have to say that Governor Romney criticized me for being too tough in that tire case. Said this wouldn't be good for American workers and that it would be protectionist. But I tell you, those workers don't feel that way. They feel as if they had finally an administration who was going to take this issue seriously.
Warren Buffett, 20 years ago, said bad trade policy was selling the nation out. And nothing's changed until this week. Tariffs are just one piece of the puzzle. Cheaper energy, lower tariffs, and tighter borders, that's going to make everyone's salaries go up. Lower taxes, regulation, and spending, that'll ignite an economic boom. We've been talking about doing this for 50 years. People say, well, why now? Because it's never the wrong time to do the right thing.
Pounding the fact. Pounding the fact. He kept pounding the fact that tariffs are not to blame for the Great Depression. Debtor nation. Debtor nation. The United States has turned into a debtor nation after decades of trade deficits. In a huff. In a huff. She stormed out of the meeting in a huff when no one supported her idea. Crocodile tears. Crocodile tears. Don't be fooled by his crocodile tears. He never cared about the workers. Protectionist. Protectionist. The senator is a strong protectionist who supports tariffs on foreign goods. Ignite an economic boom. Ignite an economic boom. Lowering corporate taxes helped ignite an economic boom in the early 2000s. Blow it out of the water. Blow it out of the water. Their new product blew the competition out of the water.
If you enjoy this content, please consider subscribing to my channel to stay up to date with future videos. Thank you for watching.